Hi, I'm Senator Mark Warner, and I want to talk about out-of-control prices on prescription drugs. I think every family in Virginia has seen increasing costs on prescription drugs. Matter of fact, the overall cost of drugs in our country have doubled since 2002. I hear on a regular basis from Virginians who say they have to choose between paying for their drugs or paying for food or rent. In a country like ours, that's just unacceptable. I also know how many families have to deal with, particularly family members who've got pre-existing conditions. My three daughters, I've got one daughter with juvenile diabetes and another daughter with asthma. And I've seen the cost of their drugs go up exponentially. One of the worst cases has been the enormously increasing costs on insulin, a drug that's been around literally for close to 100 years, yet we've seen its prices almost quadruple. Now, I'm pretty lucky because I've got insurance that takes care of that. But for too many families across Virginia and across our country, they don't have full coverage in insurance, or even within Medicare, many of our seniors are confronted with something called the donut hole, where they have to pay too much out-of-pocket costs. Now, in a country like ours, that shouldn't be the case. So I'm actually proud to report that as a member of the Senate Finance Committee, today we've passed legislation that will start to put a cap on drug prices. We've put plans in place to make sure that drug prices can't rise faster than inflation. Matter of fact, the bill that we passed out today ends up saving seniors over $27 billion. Now, this legislation doesn't go as far as I'd like. I actually believe that in America, we ought to be able to negotiate for drug prices the same way that other governments do around the world, and I'm going to continue to work towards that. But this first step of legislation that we've taken today will end up creating savings and put downward pressure on the increasing price of drugs. Now, there's more work we need to do, but we need to get this bill out of the Senate Finance Committee, which we did today, get it to the floor of the Senate, get it passed, and get it to the President's desk. There's no issue that more Virginians and more Americans face on a daily basis than increasing drug prices. And we've got to make sure that we continue bipartisan efforts to both bring these costs down and to make sure that as new drugs come to the market, they don't come to the market with extraordinarily high prices. I'll do all I can to continue this fight, but today we took an important first step forward. Thanks so much.